Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the sport of football inside the NFL world. Today's bonus segment, I'll be sharing my thoughts on the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans huge blockbuster trade regarding star wide receiver Stefon Diggs. So today, in the National Football League, the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans came on terms in a huge blockbuster trade. We saw the Buffalo Bills trade their star wide receiver Stefon Diggs to the Houston Texans in exchange for a 2025 second-round pick. The Texans will also receive a 2024 sixth-round pick and a 2025 fifth-round pick. So this is a huge blockbuster trade that's going to send shockwaves around the National Football League, and it's going to be intriguing to see how this move plays out for both respective teams heading into next year's National Football League season. But my thoughts on this trade: hands down, the Houston Texans absolutely won this trade. This was an absolute steal that the Houston Texans got a star wide receiver in Stefon Diggs for a second-round pick that is going to be accounted for in 2025, not even this upcoming NFL draft. So the Houston Texans hands down won this trade. They are maximizing on their opportunity to be championship contenders. After C.J. Stroud's impressive rookie season, they are now building the franchise around their quarterback C.J. Stroud, and they are making some big moves. They are the most improved team in my eyes this NFL offseason because not only did they get Stefon Diggs, but they got Danielle Hunter, pass rusher, to play alongside Will Anderson Jr. Danielle Hunter is coming off a career year, having 16 sacks with the Minnesota Vikings last season. You get an upgrade at the running back position in Joe Mixon, who still has a lot left in the tank in his respective NFL career. Just had over 1,000-yard rushing season last year. And now you're getting Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs, when he's on point, when he's pure, calm, and collected on that football field, he's arguably a top 5 wide receiver in the National Football League. And that is a huge asset to C.J. Stroud. Now the Houston Texans offense has C.J. Stroud, Joe Mixon in the backfield. They have an incredible receiving core of Stefon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell at wide receiver. And they also still have Dalton Schultz at the tight end position. They just put the entire AFC on notice. They are definitely the front runners and the favorites to win the AFC South. Look out, because the Houston Texans are going to be a contending team for a long time in the National Football League. So then, when a trade, there's always a winner and there's always a loser. So my thoughts on the Buffalo Bills trading away Stefon Diggs. This hurt their team, and I said it for months ago on the podcast. During the podcast, I said months ago that the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl window was closing very soon, regardless of them going on a hot run heading into the playoffs or not. I knew their Super Bowl window was closing very soon, and they did not have much time to win a Super Bowl with their respective roster that they have. This NFL offseason, they lost Stefon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, Michael Hyde, and Leonard Floyd. Those are some huge losses to this team that was a Super Bowl contending team just a year ago. And with this roster not improving this NFL offseason, the Buffalo Bills are in danger of not making the AFC playoffs next year, because you're going to have an AFC East division that's only getting better. The New York Jets have improved their roster this NFL offseason, and they're going to get Aaron Rodgers, a 4-time MVP, back this NFL season. The Miami Dolphins, I think, might be ready to take another step forward in terms of being a contending team in the AFC. So that leaves the Buffalo Bills out, and they are really in danger of missing the NFL playoffs this NFL offseason. But those are my thoughts on the blockbuster trade of the Stefon Diggs trade, with the Houston Texans acquiring him, the Buffalo Bills trading him away. That is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off, and I'll see you guys on next week's episode.